What is the meaning of this? Show me. Who did this?
Don't touch me! You attacked Baylor!
They are representing the mess that you created, all of you.
Enough! Silence! It was a regrettable accident.
Accident? The Prince Lucerys brought a blade to the ambush. He meant to kill my son.
Your son Alicent stole a dragon
Vile insults were levied
and said really bad stuff.
What insults?
Called us bastards.
We're going to talk about that now.
Yes, where is Selena?
I do not know, Your Grace. I
Could not find sleep.
No.
entertaining his young squires, an adventure.
Your king demands an answer. Who spoke these lies to you?
Who did not?
It was Aemon. Where did you hear such calumnies? Aemon! We know, Father.
They all know, come on.
Everyone knows.
For once I'm with the asshole.
This interminable infighting must cease!
I'm sorry, but you created that situation. Oh, tell yourself that big lie.
Now make your apologies and show goodwill to one another. Your father, your grandsire, your king demands it!
Now you're playing the strong guy? Who were you some years ago? Hiding, doing your little things, you know, your little hobby.
What would you have me do?
There is a debt to be paid.
You're gonna get the eye of another kid?
I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
Alicent.
He is your son, Sarah. Your blood.
Do not.
He stole a dragon. A knife for a dragon?
If the king will not seek justice, the queen will. Sir Kristen, bring me the eye of Lucerys Velaryon.
Oh! Alicent, you can't be serious.
Alicent, this matter is finished.
I said it in intro, she doesn't want to obey anymore.
Anyone whose tongue dares to question the birth of Princess Rhaenyra's sons should have it removed. Alicent, stand with the king!
What have I done? But what was expected of me? Forever upholding the kingdom, the family, the law. Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? Is trampled under your pretty foot again.
Release the blade, Alicent.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding.
You're right, Alicent, but you're wrong with what you're doing.
But now they see you as you are.
Oh fuck, Alicent.
It was a fair exchange. I may have lost an eye. But I gained a dragon.
I said it, a knife for a dragon. Let's agree on that.
This proceeding is at an end.
Oh, the shit show that it was, all of that. I understand all of their reasons, but I want to blame all of them. As soon as you're gonna die, King, they're all gonna kill each other. You're in denial already if you don't see that. Come on. Oh, fuck!
Say your piece. I've conducted myself in a manner unbefitting my station,
I think that he's gonna be proud of you.
or any other.
You defended your sons.
And yet, I've never seen that side of you, my daughter. I even doubted its existence.
It was an ugly thing, I regret it.
We play an ugly game.
I said it in the intro. Little by little, she's gonna play that game. With Larry's, with her father.
Rhaenyra.
You see her for what she is.
Not all of it. She's not that bad.
What will you say?
She has her own
He'll forgive you.
reasons.
What else can he do? I have failed you, Rhaenyra. Our marriage. I tried.
He did.
Our boys. I do love them.
I know.
Deeply.
I think so. Oh, you're blaming yourself for so many things.
I had hoped to bear your children.
I hate the gods for making me as they did.
I do not. You are an honourable man.
Sir Carl will return soon to the fighting of the Stepstones. But I recommit myself to you, in our house as we prepare you for your ascension. I will raise our sons to be princes of the realm. You deserve better than what I have been.
Only no.
You deserve a husband.
He thinks that he needs to repair what happened.
I'm so sorry. Viserys.
We'll speak no more of it. If it's not you want, balance the scales. I am your servant.
Alicent, I said it in intro.
That will not be necessary.
One day you're gonna accept
The
and it's gonna be
conversion is
the
not
beginning.
unnoticed. The day will doubtless come when I require such a friend. With not only skill, but discretion as well.
I shall await your call, my queen.
You will, for sure. And she will also, can't you?
I need you, uncle.
Not just in your bed?
Niech zbelzuryś, bermura o mej staromy. Niech zdrybisz nie chłopsusa i bilukstał.
After what Rhaenys offered you?
En prana Rhaenyra zala konektilings.
We could not marry unless Rhaenys were dead.
Oh, Rhaenyra.
I know.
Oh, Rhaenyra! The fact that you are offering that, the fact that you want to do that, again, I understand the reasons, but they are so wrong.
Sir Carl, said to be a knight of remarkable skill.
You flatter me, my lord.
His boyfriend? You're gonna use his boyfriend against him?
This is across the narrow sea, where it doesn't matter what a man's name is. What are you asking of me, my lord?
The worst.
A quick death. One with witnesses.
You want witnesses? Oh, really? You're the...
I will not be a tyrant. Rule through terror.
The tyrant rules only through terror.
Les amants maudits, you know?
The king's unfeared, he is powerless. If you are to be a strong queen, you must cultivate love and respect subjects. You must fear you.
Who let you in here?
I do love Rhaenys.
They grant you this kindness. Set him free.
You forget yourself.
This will cost Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys their only remaining child.
It will?
And the
How did you let this happen?
You will know the truth of it, and our enemies will.
they will fear what else we might be capable of.
Oh, you're awful. Yes, they have their reasons, but it's awful, all of that plan. You are lovers, you need each other, and you're doing awful stuff to be together and to execute your ambition. Yes, you're in love, but your love caused so much pain. Guys, what do you want me to say? That episode, I mean not only the end, but also that big scene. You know, with the kids, with their parents, with the discussion about the fact that they are bastards and the fact that you have to, claim justice for your sons, all of you. Oh. What? It's almost like I can't discuss all of what happened, but just focus on the conclusion of all of that. The conclusion of all of that is what? Come on, let's focus on that. We have Alicent who left with all of her sons alive, sons and the daughter. The king is really not okay with all of what Alicent did and said. He's gonna die soon. Alicent, she's ashamed of it, but not that much because she has the impression that she claimed what she needed to claim, like she was right. She defended her sons. She's proud of it, and her father is proud of her, like he's giving her maybe the absolution that she needed to not feel ashamed of what she did, because she felt ashamed of it also a little, but the fact that he's telling her you did something right, it's giving the absolution for her. So that way at the end, she's not okay for Rhaenys to intervene right now, but she knows that at some point she's gonna need him, and she's okay with it. Like I said it during the intro, Alicent, she's not okay with things which are happening. She's not afraid of saying it anymore. Like right there, it was really the proof of it, but she doesn't have still now, not the gut, but the place also that she needs to really do what she wants. She says what she wants to everyone, clearly right now to everyone, not only, in private conversations and not only with sassy lines. Like that's it now, she speaks her truth, but she can't do really what she wants. So at some point, she's gonna do it, and she's gonna have all of the allies that she needs for that. Rhaenys as that little finger Varys that he can be. Cranston, who is gonna each time take his sword for her. And Otto, her father, who is gonna console her, for the political stuff and all. Her sons, we have one who is fully an asshole, who is useless, but who is supposed to take the throne. And we have the other one without an eye now, but who gained back, the honor that they were all denying him because he didn't have any dragon. He took the dragon, he took the strongest dragon, he claimed it, he was okay to lose an eye for it. I was proud of that, of him taking that dragon, because we saw how much they bullied him, they didn't consider him, they were disrespectful with him. But I was so not okay with how he acted with the girls, with also his cousins. Like, you were putting your anger on kids. Okay, they were not considering you, but that anger was too much, these words were too much. I was clearly not okay with that, but again, I can understand these reasons and all. So, it's making it harder for me. I'm also someone who can see the reasons why people are acting like they are acting, but it doesn't mean that I have to agree with these people. Like right there, I agreed with Aemon taking that dragon. I was not against it, but for sure I'm against, all of what he said after that. An eye for a dragon, okay. That's for Alicent's part. The conclusion for Daemon's part: you slept with Rhaenyra, you took her defense physically, during all of these discussions. You married her at the end because you accepted her plan. It was her who offered that plan, who suggested it. Before that, when she was a kid, it would have been Daemon who would have decided stuff, offered stuff and all. Right there, Rhaenyra offered that plan because she was into the position to offer it, because she needed him also maybe the most, more than him. She needed that situation, more than him. You accepted it fully, you married her, you love her for sure. For your girls, what does it mean? Not so much, for your girls, really. For Rhaenyra, Laenor, he offered you that, to be the dad that he was supposed to be since the beginning. He was feeling ashamed for everything that happened, but he was not guilty of it. Like, we agree that she offered a fake death to Rhaenyra, like, that's it, get out with your boyfriend, I'm giving you that escape. I mean, she said that Rhaenyra needed to be dead, but I think that she planned the fact that it was a fake death. I didn't understand that bad, right? At the end, no matter what, Rhaenyra is alive, is getting out with his boyfriend with a lot of money. Good for you. But I think that Rhaenyra, she knows it, that he's still alive and that he escaped. What she wanted her, it was for Rhaenyra to disappear so she can marry Daemon, because they are in love, but also because she needs him. She needs, you know, that alliance, that couple, you know, that Targaryen, full Targaryen couple, because it's gonna give them more strength to claim the throne after that, because it's a way also to make an alliance also between all of these houses, you know, I mean the Targaryen ones and also Rhaenyra house, because you killed Rhaenys' son, so now they don't have any legacy anymore. I mean, anyone on which they can put their legacy, so they're gonna put it on their granddaughters. Their granddaughters, you know, now it's Rhaenyra daughters, so because of that, you're taking the control, you know, of that place, and you're making that strong couple, that full Targaryen couple. It's a good way also to make you stronger as the heir. But the king, is he gonna accept that? Like, you did that behind his back? You're also confirming the rumor of, you know, what happened many years ago. They did that against your will, behind your back, to make you weaker also. I mean, the king, he can see it. But to deny now the throne to Rhaenyra, it would be like confessing that supporting her during all of this time was a mistake. And you can't do it neither. Like right there during this big scene, he was still defending his daughter, defending her honor, defending the fact that she is a true heir, that no one has a right to talk bad about her sons. I'm sorry, but the king, I'm blaming him for all of this situation. I'm blaming all of them. Like truly during this moment, all of what happened, like I understood everyone's reasons. For sure, Alicent, she was gonna defend her son, who was hurt like that so badly. For sure, Rhaenyra, she would defend also her sons who were insulted. For sure, you know, all of that during that moment, I understood everyone's reasons, even the king's reasons, who didn't want for them to fight. You know, like, who wanted really to also take the control of the situation, but you never had the control of the situation. The fact that you can see it only now, you know, that the king is only realizing now that the fact that he let everyone did all of what they wanted during all of this time, he let that happen, you know, for Rhaenyra with Daemon, for Rhaenyra with her boyfriends, with Alicent also, with her sons, all of that, the fact that you let the situation happen during all of this time and only now you can see the mess that it created, king, it's a proof that you're a bad king. I mean, you didn't do anything. That's what I said in intro. You know what he said about his legacy, the fact that he was never involved into a fight, maybe it's a bad legacy for him. You could have been involved into fights, but you chose to not involve yourself into these fights, you know, for the stepstones. And it's the same with the fights inside of his family. He could have intervened, he could have stopped things. For sure, people would have been hurt and all, but you let everyone do as they wanted because you wanted to avoid fights again and see what happened right there and what is gonna happen when you're gonna die, because you can't deny also that this mess that we all saw is gonna continue and be even worse when he's gonna die. And it's gonna happen soon. Please, like, that's it. We need to say goodbye to this character for the real fight, the real thing to begin. That's it. Now, you know, into the chess game, we have everyone at the right place, you know. We have the Queen Alicent with the king who is dying, who has, you know, her own cavalry, her own protection and all around her. We have the Queen Rhaenyra with her king, with also all of the little things around to protect her, like she made sure of it. Come on, we need to begin that game. And for that, king, you need to die. To have these kids, you know, fighting like that with each other. Since the beginning of that scene, I knew that it would end bad, like one of these kids would be hurt badly. I felt it. So I already felt that the consequences of that fight between kids would end badly. For sure, they had their own reasons to fight, the fact that Aemon was bullied that much and all, but the kids, they are young, you know, they are making in fact what their parents are making also, these fights to put people against each other. Of what we saw, you know, about Aegon who fought, you know, with Rhaenyra's sons, like these kids are just the representation of what was going wrong, you know, with their parents. But the fact is that these kids, they are more honest, you know, with the situations than their parents, who are hypocrites, who are forced to be hypocrites also, to not create wars just like that between, you know, all of these houses. But in a way, what happened with the kids forced the parents to talk like that to each other, to try to resolve the situation which is blocked since years, and at the end, the situation is still the same. I mean, it's still blocked, but it's worse. It's worse because now it's not only you want to defend your sons, it's also you want to have a revenge for your sons, not only for yourself now, but also for your sons. Now you're thinking about the future, about your legacy, about all of what is gonna happen. Oh, that scene, you know, for what it was into this show, into really House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, like into this universe, that scene was amazing, truly. It was full of tension, full of actions, full of emotions, like all of these characters fighting each other. Okay, we didn't have blood during that moment. For that, we needed to wait for the end. But it was an amazing episode for really the purpose of House of the Dragon, of Game of Thrones. Like, the purpose of these shows is to fight for the throne, that fight for the throne. So that moment was amazing for that, and that's why we felt the tension and, you know, the excitement during this moment, because it was about that, in fact. Okay, also about the characters, but why they were fighting during that moment. For the throne, for their honor also. But you know, the question of what is honorable or not for all of them, it's so different. They don't have, you know, the same way to define what is honorable or not. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. This episode was amazing. That scene in particular was amazing. The consequences of this episode are gonna be amazing. Awful, but amazing. Clearly, Rhaenyra and Daemon, that's it, they are together, and again, they're in love, I can understand that. And they are making also a good choice to protect each other, to maybe have the throne, you know, to at least to be stronger together. I totally understand that. But the things that they're okay to do for that, it's awful, and I'm against it. I'm against their couple, I'm against right there what they did. Even if I understand all of their reasons, I understand their love even. And Alicent also, things that she did and that she said were awful, but again, I understand her reasons also. Yes, everyone is at the right place on the chess game. We need the king to die to begin the real game. We'll see. Normally, during the next episode, normally. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.